Hello, everybody, and thanks for coming to this gambling tutorial. Today, we're going to be doing some individual sport querying, focusing on National Football League. In these, we're going to be talking about team and game level bets, player props, parlays, single game parlays, and futures, starting off at the game or team level. Using the gambling chatbot interface makes it incredibly easy to find odds on specific games very quickly. So let's start off as it is NFL wildcard weekend at the time of writing this. And again, if you haven't seen our types of querying gambling tutorial, check that out as there are some great tips on how to use all of the ways that you can query on gambling. But for example, here we are looking for Pittsburgh Steelers versus Baltimore Ravens bets. So our autocomplete serves this purpose. We can go ahead and just click that. And now what's going to come up is all of the available bets from the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Baltimore Ravens for this week. You can see things like the normal spread, the first half spread, other partial bets, main line, total bets, total partials, money lines, all of that information. Now you can also get very specific and say Ravens. Where is the best place to bet Ravens money line? So if you know that you want to bet Ravens money line here this week, you can tell Gambly that and they will provide that information to you. The best place to bet the Ravens money line for the full game is at Sporttrade with minus 456 odds. So there you go. That's a quick tutorial on the game and a team level again. The depth of information provided is vast. So the more specific you are to what you want to find within that game, that's what you tell Gambling. Okay, now let's go on to a couple of player props here. Sorry, I can't assist with that request. Offerings on a player. Go ahead and click that. And now all of the available props on this player will come up. The most common props for the player will show up first, whereas other players, of course, will have different props to them. So if you're searching for a quarterback, you'll likely see passing yards first. A running back, you'll see rushing yards, and a wide receiver receiving yards. Now, again, if you type in a query like this, Lamar Jackson props, you're going to get all of the available props that we have in our database. Regarding Lamar Jackson, it goes down to all passing touchdowns, all first quarter passing yards, and a milestone, as you can see here, offered by FanDuel. So the depth of what you can find on gambling is very poor. Now, as we move on to a couple of more advanced queries like parlays, telling Gambly what you want is how you can get the best results. So for this parlay example, I'm going to use player props, and I'm going to say, provide me a 3-leg parlay using Justin Jefferson overs, Mike Evans overs, and Marvin Mims overs. All these players are playing in different games, so it is not a single game parlay. And now we will come back and see what the best available bets are as sorted by the expected edge for these specific players. So as you can see here for DraftKings, the best available sorted by edge is Mike Evans on the receptions over 5.5. As you can see, now Gambly has provided me 3 bets from the players that I asked for and the specifics that I asked for and put it all into a parlay for me and showed me the odds payout for that specific bet. So now when we go to single game parlays, we're going to use a very similar strategy, but instead we're going to ask Gambly for the best SGP for the Bucks versus Commanders. Now the best way to get results for single game parlays or to get consistent results is to be specific with Gambly, what you're looking for. Also, tell it the game, or that it's a single game parlay so that it helps Gambly recognize the type of bet you are looking for. As we see here, sometimes parlays and single game parlays can take a little bit longer for Gambly to return a response as it's going through the information that's being requested. In a specific request like this, we are searching for the highest edge bets. For the Bucks and Commanders game and calculating the expected price on the single game parlay. Now, if you see these results and you're not interested in partials, all you have to do is simply tell Gambly not to include partials, and it will rerun. La consulta de nuevo. Now, the last type of query that you can do, obviously, with NFL is NFL future bets. Now, NFL future bets, especially during this time of the year, certainly revolve around Super Bowl odds. There are some other future type bets that you can see. And again, what you want to do is either search for the player or the team that you're looking at futures for. Sometimes, again, the autocomplete will populate quickly. Sometimes it'll take typing out most of it for 2, but once you see it there, go ahead and just click it from the autocomplete. And now you'll get all of the available future bets on our system for the Baltimore Ravens in this exam. Okay, that now covers our individual sport querying in this gambling tutorial. Thank you all for coming. Please make sure that you check out all the rest of the gambling tutorials here on the Education Hub. We'll give you a ton of great information on how you can get the most out of gambling and have the best experience possible. So until next time, everybody, thanks for joining, and we'll see you on the other side. Cheers.